Today on People Now, John Cena makes a heartfelt plea to Nikki Bella.
Royal Wedding Week is here and preparations are underway for the big day. We have the wedding day lunch menu and latest details from London.
Bella Hadid and Naomi Campbell turn heads as they join forces for a good cause.
There are babies everywhere as the stars light up social media with adorable pics for Mother's Day.
I really do think it's the kind of show that would lend itself to that.
A desperate Housewives reunion? James Denton weighs in on if it could happen.
Plus, Fifth Harmony's final goodbye is giving us all the feels.
It is all today on People Now. Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Glad to see you, and good to see you, Andrea Boehlke.
Yeah, what's up? I'm back from Australia, all raspy and jet lagged. That's great.
Perfect way to kick off the week. Look, the internet stepped up in a big way this weekend following Fox's cancellation of the comedy Brooklyn Nine-Nine. After an outcry of support from fans and even some surprise celebrities, the show will now see a sixth season over at NBC.
It's very
excited about this.
So to celebrate NBC stepping up and saving the beloved Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we want to know, what show would you like to see revived and why? So let us know. Tweet us at People with the hashtag PeopleNow. Hey, maybe you can start a movement of your own.
Who
It
knows
could happen.
what could happen? We'll go ahead and check in with your answers a little later, but first, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. It is official. The royal wedding preparations are underway, and the excitement in London is ramping up ahead of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding on Saturday. And about 20 miles outside London, the chefs at Windsor Castle are busy preparing all the delicious food that will be served during Harry and Meghan's lunchtime reception following Saturday's ceremony. Now, according to the royal family's official website, the menu is mostly inspired by the freshest local produce available, but the team is busy whipping up pastries fit for a king or prince as well, with chocolate truffles, bite-sized creme brulee, biscuits with mango panna cotta topping, and yellow macaroons all on the menu. My mouth is watering thinking about it. Give me some of that. The food sounds like it's going to be served cocktail hour style, with each dish designed to be as easy to eat as possible. Now, some dishes will be served in bowls so they can be eaten standing up, while savory hors d'oeuvres are the perfect size to be eaten in just 2 bites. That way, Harry and Meghan will be able to get around and talk to as many of their guests as possible. They've thought of everything here. And in case you're wondering, guys, the menu definitely has the soon-to-be newlyweds stamp of approval. According to the head chef, they've been involved in every single detail. Now, Harry and Meghan even attended several different tastings in March to get the menu just right. Now, if you're like us and can't wait until Saturday to get your Royals fix, we've got you covered. Every day this week, we are bringing you a little taste of royal love stories, past, present, and future, like this amazing archive footage from a garden party celebrating Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip's engagement back in July of 1947. Watch this.
Princess Elizabeth and Lieutenant Mountbatten, looking very happy, thanked one guest after another for all the good wishes. In the evening, Londoners who had been waiting outside the palace for hours made their feelings perfectly clear when Princess and her fiancé came out onto the balcony.
And can that announcer just narrate my life, please? The two announced their engagement nearly 71 years ago and were married while Elizabeth was still just a princess. Now, on top of that, she was only 21 years old. Elizabeth would go on to welcome her first child, Harry's dad, Prince Charles, about 1 year after they tied the knot. She became queen less than 5 years after their wedding in 1952. Now, guys, we move on to this.
I am so happy to be here. I mean, I know it's for children, and of course, we love the children, but I'm so proud of Naomi. I know how much this means to her, and you see it from the inside out. She's so happy, and you know, it obviously makes me so happy to make her so happy.
Bella Hadid there stepping out in Cannes, France Sunday night to strut her stuff and support friend and iconic supermodel Naomi Campbell's Fashion for Relief runway show. 47-year-old Campbell organized the charity event to raise funds for the Time's Up initiative, appropriately theming the show Race to Equality. The supermodel telling press, quote, "Equality means to me to be treated fairly in equal ways, impartiality wherever you are in the world." But it wasn't just fashion's tastemakers supporting that cause. Actress Michelle Rodriguez walked the red carpet on Sunday, explaining why the night means so much to her.
Well, I love Naomi, and you know, I know that she's a controversial human sometimes, but she's got a heart of gold, and I've known her for many years, and I just love what she's doing. You know, I love the idea of racial equality. I love the idea of getting together with people and using fashion to kind of give out the message that, hey, stop judging. We're all gonna die one day. Like, start loving each other, because it's about that time. And so it's a good message, and so I'm here to support.
And of course, Naomi Campbell showed that catwalk who's boss, closing out the show in a wow-worthy gown, surrounded by some of the top models in the game, Bella Hadid and Natalia Vodianova. Fashion for a cause, people. You gotta love that. What a great event. Well, now on to this. John Cena is opening up about his former relationship with Nikki Bella, now saying that he wants to marry her and have kids. Watch this.
I had my heart broken out of nowhere. And, or for me, it was out of nowhere. And anyone who's experienced that knows that it comes with a series of bad feelings. Mm-hmm. But I've looked at myself every day, and I've tried to evaluate myself and the woman that I love. And for anyone out there speculating on like what I'm doing with my life now, I still love Nicole. I still would love to marry Nicole. I still would love to have a family with Nicole. There was an unfortunate set of circumstances where our relationship ended.
A big confession here and the heartfelt plea. The professional wrestler got extremely candid while guest hosting on Kathy Lee and Hoda about how he's doing after the duo called off their engagement in April, just weeks before they were set to walk down the aisle. The actor was very emotional, saying, quote, "It's been incredibly reflective, which is amazing, but it's very difficult." Sources told People at the time that Nikki's decision to break up was due to their differing stances on marriage and having kids. Nikki wanted to start a family, and John had been hesitant. While co-hosting with Hoda and Kathy Lee, John seems to have changed his mind. And guys, stick around, because we're going to have more on this story later on in the show with more details on why Cena says he is now ready to start a family with Nikki Bella. There's a lot revealed.
Yeah, an interesting confession there, for sure.
For sure. All right, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with a famous mama who just celebrated her very first Mother's Day.
Happy 1 month old, Mama. I love you, pretty girl.
Yes, the rumors are true. Khloe Kardashian is loving life as a new mom. The 33-year-old reality star, who finally introduced baby True over the weekend, celebrated her first ever Mother's Day without her famous family. Now, Coco, who's decided to remain living in Cleveland with boyfriend Tristan Thompson, shared several photos and videos of celebratory flower arrangements and balloons, captioning the post, "I feel so loved." But not everyone is bursting with joy. A source recently revealed that Khloe's decision to remain in Ohio in the wake of Tristan's cheating scandal has, quote, definitely caused friction, adding her family is still not happy with Tristan and they have no desire to spend Mother's Day with him. They haven't visited Khloe for weeks. It's been hard for her, but she's doing what she believes is best for her family. But any signs of trouble could not be seen on the gram. Khloe made sure to give Mama Kris a sweet shout out on Sunday, writing in part, "Happy Mother's Day to the best mommy we could ask for. We couldn't imagine life without you. You are the reason for it all. Thank you for showing us what unconditional love and loyalty is." And Mother's Day got a little sweeter for Pete Wentz and longtime partner Megan Camper. The pair welcomed their beautiful baby girl over the weekend. Pete captioning the post, "We are so happy to welcome Marvel Jane Wentz into the world. Her brothers are both very excited about their brand new kid sister, and she's already ready to take over the world." Baby Marvel is Wentz's third child and first daughter. The rocker is already dad to 9-year-old son Bronx, who he shares with ex Ashley Simpson, and 3.5-year-old Saint, who he and Camper welcomed back in August of 2014. Now, Wentz opened up about his expanding family earlier this year, telling People, quote, "We have a lot of testosterone in our house. I see my friends who have daughters, and it seems like a whole different kind of love that they have for each other. So I look forward to that being a completely new journey." Well, big congrats to the happy couple. Very happy for them. Now, Kate Hudson enjoyed a special Mother's Day on Sunday, her last as a mother of 2 and as a mother of only boys. The soon-to-be mom of 3 posted this precious snap on her Instagram on Sunday with her 14-year-old son Ryder and 6.5-year-old son Bingham, captioning it, "My loves, thank you for the best day today and every day. Hashtag me and my boys." Very cute. And Kate's boys pulled out all the stops for mom on the big day. They made her breakfast in bed, accompanied by other little ones close to the actress. And she was treated to star-shaped pancakes with berries and coffee, flowers, and a sweet card. Gotta say, the presentation is very impressive. Kate was very pleased as well, so good job, boys. Speaking of Mother's Day, Kim Johnson-Herjavec celebrated her first Mother's Day after giving birth to twins, a boy and a girl, in April. The new mom posted this super sweet pic of her cradling one of the twins in her arms while pumping milk on Sunday. Now, that is one multitasking mama right there. She followed up that photo with this one I'm sure any new mom can relate to. Yes, the notorious breast milk leak. Oh my gosh, I love that she shared this. Kim shared the hilariously candid moment with followers, captioning it in part, "Never realized being a mom was so glamorous. My mom gave me some great advice when we came home with the babies, which was keep a good sense of humor. Thanks, Robert Herjavec, for capturing these very real new mom moments." Adding the hashtag, "I make milk, what's your superpower?" We love that. You go, girl. Kim also called herself a rookie at being a mom, but she's enjoying learning every day and says motherhood is the most challenging and amazing thing she's ever done. And that's wonderful to hear. Those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. We have even more of John Cena just pouring his heart out about his split from ex Nikki Bella. Plus, Fifth Harmony celebrates their final show in Florida. We have all the details on that.
All right, let's check in on our question of the day. To celebrate NBC and Twitter stepping up to save Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we want to know, what show would you like to see revived and why?
Yeah, lots of great answers today. Ashley says Lucifer, great writing, great cast, and great fun. Hashtag save Lucifer.
Gotta hashtag it so it'll happen. Rose, Brandon, and Rinku also voting for Lucifer, while Rhonda is hoping that the On the Bubble drama Timeless can be saved, just like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
We'll see. That's not all. AJ adds The Class. It won a People's Choice Award for Best New Comedy and got canceled. Big question mark, big exclamation point, and then hashtag still bitter.
Hashtag still bitter.
Hopefully you can work through that.
I love that.
Maybe they'll come back, we'll see.
Yeah.
And we'll check in with you a little bit later, but now we move on to this.
All right, guys. John Cena is opening up for the first time about his split from former fiancée Nikki Bella to Kathy Lee and Hoda just 9 days after they were supposed to walk down the aisle.
Now, the actor was extremely heartfelt in addressing rumors about why he's been out and about during the time that he was supposed to be on his honeymoon.
There's been a lot of speculation recently about me being seen in public, and everyone's thinking like, oh, John Cena's enjoying the single life. No, I was supposed to be married and have a honeymoon over these 2 weeks. It's the first time in 15 years that I've taken a vacation. I am in my house alone, surrounded by these emotionally strong memories, and every day from 6 to 9, I get out of the house and talk to strangers as social interaction.
Yeah, the wrestler went on to insist that he is not looking to pursue any other relationships.
I don't want anybody else. I love Nicole, and I'm really trying to support her in her trying to find whatever it is that she wants that made this fall apart in the first place. Right. And in doing so, I'm also just trying to live. But I don't have any other hopes other than maybe one day that we can work it out.
Wow, so interesting to hear that. And sources previously told People that Nikki had decided to break off her engagement to John because they had differing stances on marriage and kids. She wanted a family. He was extremely hesitant.
Yeah, and Cena explained that he had a change of heart, saying, "If you look at me 5 years ago, stubborn, selfish, self-focused, life had always been about me. And then slowly over time, this woman waltzes in and just steals my heart. And whether I want to realize it or not, she becomes my number one."
Then John went on to explain that he had trouble communicating his feelings for her, but now he made his message very clear.
For anyone out there speculating on what's going on, I love her. I want to be with her. I want to make her my wife. I want to be the father of her children. I just want us to work. And that's so just from here.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. But one love story that we can all root for is actors Natasha Lyonne and Fred Armisen. The duo have been dating low-key for a few years, and while they aren't secret about their relationship, they do mostly keep it off of social media.
Yeah, the unique stars seem to have fun on the red carpet, so we had to get the inside scoop on their relationship from Natasha herself. Here's what she said.
I would definitely say he's the adult in our relationship.
Okay.
And I like to live. You know what I mean? I like to really mix it up. So I think that I like to have a lot of trouble making suggestions, but ultimately I would say that both of us really just end up playing the crossword a lot. There's a lot of crossword playing, and we go for sushi. You know what I mean? We watch a documentary.
Now, Natasha does like to live it up, like she says, and Fred is extremely supportive of her, whatever she wants to do.
I mean, whatever. Last year, the actress opened up to Conan about a Netflix mixer that she went to with two of her co-stars from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, so, okay, get ready for this. At some point in the night, the idea of an orgy came up.
Hello.
The stars needed to check with their significant others before completely committing. It's a pretty wild story.
It is. Natasha said that Fred was completely okay with her participating in this.
Yeah.
They talk about a supportive partner here.
At least that's what he said to her. I mean, according to Natasha, this is where the story ends. but we had to find out what actually happened behind the scenes, how close they got to participating.
The orgy story is, I just want to confirm, 100% real, and Samira and Uzo can vouch for me that we were, in fact, in Brazil at the time, but really what it looked like was me and Uzo and Samira in my bed in my hotel room with like a ton of room service being like, should we go downstairs and get involved in an orgy? Let's FaceTime Fred and find out. You know what I mean? But it was almost like an orgy of French fries.
There you go. Sure. There you go. More like,
But
that's
I
maybe
just,
more
for
fun.
the record,
Okay.
I mean,
Drugs.
we were in Brazil.
When in Brazil.
It's hard to believe that it's real, but I think it actually is real. It's real.
I don't know. Stick around though, because the actress opens up about her new movie, Show Dogs. Totally different topic.
Totally
in
different.
Just a minute,
Yeah,
so stick around for
happy
that.
Monday, everyone. All right, guys, Fifth Harmony has taken its final bow after announcing the indefinite hiatus back in March. The pop foursome hit the stage on Friday in Hollywood, Florida for one last performance together.
And after what might be their last show ever, the girls posted a group message to their official Twitter, thanking everyone who came out and saying, quote, "We couldn't have asked for a better final show. Florida, we love you. You're forever in our hearts."
Yeah, the group was based in Miami, so that must have been very special to them to perform their last show in Florida, I would think.
Yeah, Camila Cabello was also a member of Fifth Harmony until December 2016 when she left to pursue her solo career. No word from her social media accounts about this last performance.
Yeah, but the remaining Fifth Harmony girls spent the weekend posting tributes and sweet throwback pics to remember their time together. On Friday, Normani Corday posted this mirror selfie of the girls posing, writing in part, "Forever and always, I love you more than you'll ever know."
Meanwhile, Allie Brooke posted this funny outtake photo of the group. The girls got together in 2012 on The X Factor. They clearly made such a connection over the last 6 years, though. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and Lauren posted this candid photo from Friday night with some words of gratitude.
Yeah, and finally, Dina Jane tweeted with a kiss emoji saying, "Till next time." So you're saying there's a little chance? It said, "Till next time"?
Maybe.
Could it
I don't
be
know. And
back?
fans everywhere, of course, holding on to those words, I'm sure.
I'm holding on to it.
Me too. All right, you guys, it is pretty hard to believe, but this Sunday marked 6 years since we had to say goodbye to the Desperate Housewives of Wisteria Lane forever, or so we thought.
Yeah, with some of our most beloved shows getting reboots in the last couple years, I had to get James Denton's take on whether we could ever see the gang reprise their roles one last time. I can't think of just something ripe for a reboot than Desperate Housewives.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in some way, right? Come on.
I'm kidding. It's a great question, and it should be. I just mean based on the press.
Yeah.
And stories you may or may not have heard.
Yeah, no.
It's unlikely.
Okay, but I actually feel like any stories you may or may not have heard only fuel, like, wow, let's bring them back together.
Oh, I think there's reason, especially because it didn't really syndicate. I don't know if you've noticed, it's not in reruns. So you haven't been bombarded with reruns, and I really do think it's the kind of show that would lend itself to that. I just don't know if it's possible. So many personalities, so many separate,
Things
disparate
going on,
ways.
yeah.
That's the reason I laugh so hard.
No, I
because
get it.
if the stories were true, which all of them weren't, there'd be no possibility of getting that group of people back together. But I'm with you. I think it'd be really fun. Of course, I'm dead, so I wouldn't benefit from it. I think it would make sense, except for our ages, to start before the story started.
Okay, to
Like a
lead to
prequel.
that moment.
Oh yeah, because we came from really interesting places in the very beginning. And I think that would be fascinating, but it's impossible to do with everybody looking 15 years older.
And obviously a very sort of self-serving idea. Like,
No.
we have to go back
That
before.
was strictly my creative sense, saying that would be the better show.
Well, guys, Natasha Lyonne is starring as a dog groomer in her new movie, Show Dogs. It tells the story of a police dog, Max, going undercover at a dog show to learn the location of a stolen panda. Yes, and he gets help from an FBI agent played by, of course, Will Arnett. Now, the two bonded over some of the most delicious craft service snacks and Will's secret weapon. It will all make sense soon. Watch this.
Well, we were shooting in Wales, and we got very into flat whites and toasties because that's what they would have for craft service, which is obviously very unhealthy. And what you would not know about him is just how many of those he can
Oh, so
consume
the man can eat.
on a daily basis. The other thing you might not know is he's a major history buff.
Really?
And one of our last great book readers. He actually reads a ton of books. Like, I feel like especially dense history books. And they think a lot about World War II, from what I could tell. But mostly I tuned out.
Like you're just talking, shades go on. Yeah, Will Arnett. Thanks
I
for
was
reading all
like,
these
eat
books.
your toasty.
Eat your toasty. I ended up loving everything about her. The glasses,
And
the
yeah, I
look,
was gonna say
her
the
stories.
outfit too, and her stories. Let's check in on our question of the day one last time. In honor of NBC saving Brooklyn Nine-Nine from cancellation, we asked you guys, what show would you like to see revived and why?
Yep, Ali writes, Smash. Catherine McPhee is actually on Broadway right now, so maybe it can happen. She's right.
Tammy says Designated Survivor, while Christy and Amy are hoping NBC can now save Rise.
All right, Sam wants a little more comedy in her life. She adds Last Man on Earth. It's too hilarious to go away. I feel like that was ready, honestly.
Yeah, really? Yeah, you're over it? People on Twitter are still celebrating Brooklyn Nine-Nine getting a second chance. Very exciting here, Nine-Nine. I've never been happier.
Okay, you guys, we get more Rosa, more Amy, more Jake, more Terry, more Captain Holt, more Charles, more Gina, more Hitchcock and Scully.
Dance party, what? Mood, because now Brooklyn Nine-Nine and you are able to fully enjoy it.
Get in the spirit of it. Honestly, I'm really surprised that this happened.
I'm not.
I'm glad that it is.
I'm
but
glad that
surprised.
it's happening,
We'll be asking you a new question today tomorrow on People Now. Come on back at noon for that. And coming up tomorrow, the Office alum Jenna Fisher talks about her new ABC show Splitting Up Together and shares why she hasn't seen John Krasinski's new movie A Quiet Place. It's a funny story. And our royal correspondent Imogen Lloyd-Webber is stopping by, giving us all those last-minute details ahead of Harry and Meghan's royal wedding.
Now we're in the final stretch here. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Real Housewife of New York City, Tinsley Mortimer. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Tinsley Mortimer from The Real Housewives of New York City, and this is One Last Thing. The last song stuck in my head, oh my God, it's one, don't pick up the phone. You know he's always calling because you're drunk and alone.
Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again.
Yeah, I don't really know the words, but I love that song. My last big splurge, I just bought this really cute YSL clutch with like turquoise and pink and I don't know, all these little colored stones on it. It's amazing. My last girls' night, well, it was during the day, but Carol and I went bowling and it was amazing. We're doing a bowling team now.